We have obviously tables set up for kind of various different things. We have our bar here, which is our kind of cocktail area. So from behind the bar, this is kind of our main selection of spirits, and of course we've got our cocktail area. On a busiest night would be like a Saturday night, we might do about 120 people from this quite small restaurant, which is only 50 covers. This seems to be a very popular area for some reason. People always request Saturday night raised area, so this is the raised area. We get asked quite a lot, what's your USP? You know, how are you different to others? There's lots of restaurants that have lots of gimmicks. You know, you'll have a burger on the table that comes out with a giant knife through the middle of it, or you know, you've got a burger that's 10 foot high or made from a donut or something. We don't do any of that. We've got great meat, we've got great food, and we have great service, and that is our USP, because actually a lot of restaurants don't have that. I used to be, in fact, in public relations for the restaurant industry. I worked for a few prestigious places, including Il Bataccio, which is an events venue opposite Buckingham Palace in Mayfair. And we did some illustrious parties there. We did you know, Chanel and Versace and Paris Hilton's birthday party, and that kind of got me into the flow of the kind of the market. Starting your own business, I knew that it would be harder work. So you can't make the mistake that starting your own business is going to be easier. It's actually going to be much more difficult. The day doesn't finish at 5 o'clock, and I knew that. So for me, I wanted to start my own business because the fact of getting up first thing in the morning and making someone else's dreams come true and someone else rich didn't really appeal to me, and I knew that I had to do something. So I did a property development, and I bought a 4-bedroom house out in Essex, where I'm originally from, and I was working in public relations during the day, and every evening I was coming back and doing a bit on the house, and I did it for 6 months and made nearly £250,000 on it, and bought this place and started from there. Location's a really difficult question to answer, because I think that a lot of people may mistakenly say it's paramount. You know, it's absolutely paramount. But I think, honestly, if you've got good food and good service, you could put a restaurant on the moon and you'd be busy. People leave their house knowing that they're coming to Greens. No one just happens by. A restaurant that does fast food, that has, you know, a really low spend per head, they're going to be really reliant on footfall. No one's going to leave their house to go specifically to go and get a £3 hamburger. But once you start breaking that £30 per head mark, then people, it's a destination restaurant. People are going there because maybe people that are walking past, and maybe a large proportion of your footfall, maybe it's a larger amount of money for them to part with, so they're not going to happen past and pop in. We kept a lot of the original features because the building's 304 years old, which is coincidentally how old I'll be on my next birthday. And this is kind of the back area, more intimate section of the restaurant. This is the gents. No, I'm kidding. We've got an outside area which seats about 30 to 40 people, and here we have live jazz in the summer when we get nice hot days, and here in London that happens at least for 2 or 3 days per year. What does work is integrating yourself with the community, coming to speak to the tables and getting that rapport and that feedback. So for us, marketing is done at a very much front of house perspective. Having come from a restaurant marketing digital background, obviously we use Google, PPC, and we're very into SEO. The first thing that I would put money into is advertising and marketing. I would put all profit back into that. But it's very, very important. In fact, it's even more important to calculate how that marketing comes back to you as a return on investment. So you might want to do that through offer codes, for example, and 3 different on the radio. You've got one offer code on the newspaper, you've got another one on a flyer, you've got another one, and then see how many of those you're getting through the till. And then you'll find your own kind of equilibrium. It's important to certainly, even if you're not working in the restaurant, I think it's important as the owner to have like a hygiene, food hygiene level 1 and 2, and to be aware with regards to allergen laws. These are qualifications that you should get, because obviously it's going to help you, direct your marketing efforts as well. I'd like to think that in 10 years from now, Greens will be a brand that will be very well known across the UK, and you'll all be able to come and sample our great steaks. I'd say my favourite thing about running a restaurant is just when you walk through the door on a Saturday night. It's not even important that people don't know you or don't recognise you, but you walk through knowing that this is your restaurant, this is your brand that you've created, and it's absolutely packed and buzzing. And it's a fantastic feeling to just walk through the restaurant and everybody is having a great time, and you're looking at the food and the drink and you just think, I created that.
So here's a frame of bees with a little interesting queen cup in it. Let's have a look inside the queen cup. There are no eggs or royal jelly in it, so that means the bees aren't about to swarm, which is good.